Hey, welcome back. So, I want to start with a question. Have you ever felt like there's just some negative energy around you, even when no one is saying anything? Maybe people around you are acting off, or you notice your own energy starting to drain for no reason. Well, guess what? You're not imagining it. There are people in your life, whether you realize it or not, that are unknowingly draining you, and it's affecting your peace of mind, your focus, and your growth. Today, we're diving into 5 types of people that wise individuals cut out of their lives to protect their peace and keep moving forward. These are people who silently hold you back, even if you're not aware of it. Now you might be thinking, why would I need to cut someone off? Aren't we supposed to be supportive of others? And while yes, we should always aim to be compassionate and supportive, sometimes it's necessary to distance ourselves from certain individuals in order to thrive. So let's dive in and see if you recognize anyone in your life and what you can do about it. 1. Energy vampires. Let's kick it off with energy vampires. You know the type. The person who sucks the life out of you. No matter how much energy, focus, or effort you pour into the relationship, they don't give anything back. They're constantly draining you. It might be a friend who always calls to complain, a colleague who needs constant reassurance, or a family member who never seems to have a good day and just wants you to listen without offering anything in return. These people are emotionally and mentally exhausting. And while you want to be supportive, you'll quickly find yourself worn out without any energy to spare. You might even find that you're recharging them. They vent, complain, and you give advice, listen patiently, and try to lift their spirits. But at the end of the conversation, you feel drained and unfulfilled. This is a clear sign that it's time to establish boundaries and limit the amount of emotional energy you invest in people who aren't equally invested in your well-being. Wise people know when to say no and understand that protecting their energy isn't selfish. It's necessary for their personal growth. 2. The chronic victim. Next, we have the chronic victim. These are the people who seem to be in a constant state of crisis. There's always something wrong, and they're always looking for someone to share their misery with. It doesn't matter how many times you offer advice or help them out of their problems. They're never really willing to change because they're too comfortable in their victim mindset. They want sympathy, not solutions. This can be emotionally draining because you may start feeling like you're carrying the weight of their problems while they do nothing to fix the root cause. It's okay to listen and be there for someone when they need support. But when someone's problems become your responsibility without any effort on their part to improve, it's time to create some distance. A wise person knows that you can be compassionate, but you can't carry someone else's emotional baggage forever. It's important to recognize when someone is using you to avoid taking responsibility for their own life. 3. The manipulator. Moving on. Let's talk about the manipulator. Manipulative people are experts at playing mind games, using guilt and distorting the truth to get what they want. They'll twist words, create emotional traps, and use your kindness against you. Manipulators are skilled at making you feel responsible for their happiness or success, even though it's not your job to make sure they're okay. This can show up in different ways. Guilt tripping, making you feel like you're wrong for wanting something for yourself, or trying to make you doubt your own decisions. They make you feel like you owe them something, even when you don't. Wise individuals don't fall for these tactics. They recognize when someone is trying to manipulate them, and they know how to set clear, firm boundaries to protect themselves emotionally and mentally. They don't engage in power struggles or emotional blackmail. 4. Fake friends. Let's talk about fake friends. And I'm sure you've encountered them. These are the people who smile at your face, laugh at your jokes, and seem like they're totally supportive. But the minute your back is turned, they talk behind your back. These friends pretend to be loyal, but when push comes to shove, they'll criticize you to others or even sabotage your success out of jealousy. The key to spotting fake friends is noticing how they behave when you're not around. Real friends lift you up and want to see you succeed. Fake friends, on the other hand, are only around when it benefits them, and they may even secretly feel threatened by your success. Wise people understand that loyalty is invaluable, and when that's lacking, it's time to part ways. Your peace and progress matter more than maintaining a relationship with someone who isn't genuinely supportive. 5. The growth resistant. Finally, let's talk about the growth resistant. These are the people who refuse to change or better themselves. They're content with their status quo, and when you talk about improving your life or taking on new challenges, they dismiss it or actively discourage it. Being around them can feel like you're moving forward with one hand tied behind your back. They won't encourage your growth because they don't want to feel left behind. Growth is essential for personal happiness and success, and if you surround yourself with people who aren't willing to grow or support your growth, you're bound to feel stuck. Wise people recognize that growth requires progressive people around them, and they're willing to distance themselves from those who refuse to move forward. So, what's the takeaway? Wise people cut out toxic influences to make room for positivity, peace, and personal growth. If you've recognized any of these types of people in your life, now's the time to take action and create boundaries. Let go of the people who drain your energy and surround yourself with those who encourage you to grow and succeed. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and turn on the notifications for more tips on living a life of purpose and positivity. Let's keep growing together.